Lovers of Matthew Perry are still mourning the loss of the great icon, and now his family is expressing their grief. But Matthew's dad, John Perry, has been up and about trying to figure out what exactly happened to his son. Who can blame him, though? The former actor has always been Matthew's best friend.
Yeah, well, we've got timing.
But it seems John has expressed distaste for how the police are handling the case and circumstances surrounding Matthew's demise.
We learned moments ago that the examination of Perry's body is complete, but officials are now waiting for toxicology reports to determine the cause of death.
What are the police not saying? Could there be more to what they are revealing? Keep watching to find out what we know. After Matthew Perry died by an apparent drowning at age 54 on Saturday, his family tells people in an exclusive statement that they are heartbroken by his tragic death. "We are heartbroken by the tragic loss of our beloved son and brother," the family says. "Matthew brought so much joy to the world, both as an actor and a friend." They add, "You all meant so much to him, and we appreciate the tremendous outpouring of love." Matthew, who has 5 siblings from his parents' later marriages, grew up in Ottawa, Canada, with his mother before moving to California to live with his father as a teenager. He followed in his dad's acting footsteps, and the two shared the screen on many occasions, including when the elder Perry appeared on Matthew's hit show Friends in 1998. Matthew's parents were also by his side throughout his long struggle with addiction. When he was hospitalized in 2018 after his colon burst due to years of opioid use, they rushed to the hospital to be with their son. "They were both standing at the edge of my bed," Matthew recalled to Diane Sawyer on ABC News in October 2022. "I was like, whoa, I must be really sick for this to be happening."
Standing at the edge of my bed, and I was like, whoa, I must be really sick for this to be happening.
However, what's quite disturbing is that after Matthew was found dead at a Los Angeles area home on Saturday, it was reported by TMZ that no drugs were found at the scene and no foul play was reported. Meanwhile, an LA police spokesperson confirmed this news to CBS News, the BBC's U.S. partner. Also, the Los Angeles Police Department spokesperson later told people that officers responded to a call at Matthew's address regarding the death of a male in his 50s, though authorities would not confirm the deceased's identity. And that makes the case more mysterious because you may wonder why the first responders that went to an address in the Pacific Palisades area regarding a water emergency of an unknown type did not name Perry. In fact, the Friends star's cause of death has been listed as deferred on the coroner's website as it awaits a toxicology report, which can take weeks. In cases where the cause of death cannot be determined at the time of autopsy, a deferred certificate will be issued until additional studies have been completed, the LA coroner's guidelines state. The police department concluded that Perry's post-mortem examination was inconclusive, while officials await the results of toxicology tests. There were no obvious signs of trauma, and the very next day after Matthew's demise, the LA County Medical Examiner's Office updated their file to say the case had been deferred. But fans are raising eyebrows about Matthew's death because, according to them, something just doesn't sit right. A fan wrote, "Perhaps it was suicide. This was his theatric warning." Or it could be a message that he knew it was coming, but not by his own hand. So most likely he knew it was coming. Creepy. Another fan added, "Was it an accident? Are the hot tubs really deep to drown someone? Or did he take his own life?" While a fan penned, "I don't know about anyone else, but in a recent interview, there seemed to be issues with his speech. Almost as if he was drunk or had recently suffered a stroke. He will be missed. Sounds like he fought many demons." And another concluded, "The Batman posts were related to the fact he needed help. Apparently he wrote in his book, 'If you ever see the Batman logo, I need help,' and apparently no one took any notice or just ignored it." Oh yes, the Instagram posts. For 9 days and 2 weeks, Matthew was fully engaged on social media more than he was 27 weeks before 2 active weeks. This has raised speculations that Matthew might have wanted to spend his final days communicating with his loved ones and sharing his thoughts. Also, the actor just couldn't stop comparing himself to Batman. As you may already know, Batman is a movie character that clearly has a tough childhood but grows up to be a hero. While Matthew confessed to having a difficult childhood and that he has won his freedom from the anguish, fans can't help but think that his troubled childhood contributed a great deal to his demise. Besides, Matthew revealed how much he went through when rising to fame and how tough it was to gain his freedom from addiction. Back in the early years, the actor was quite candid about his battles with prescription pain pills and alcohol. Even though he was a part of one of the hottest sitcoms during his youth, Perry's journey wasn't the dream-come-true tale you might have imagined. The former funny guy from Friends continued to struggle with his inner demons.
You get into a place in your life where you're having a problem, and you either, lie down about it or step up to bat and take your swing.
In fact, it got so ugly that Perry stated that he didn't remember 3 seasons of the show. However, he made it clear that he never abused drugs or alcohol while on set. "I was never high at work," he added. "I was painfully hungover. Then eventually things got so bad I couldn't hide it, and then everybody knew." Even many years later, Perry wasn't scared to admit his addictions and struggles. "I didn't know how to stop," Perry admitted, before sharing an analogy that explained the power the drugs and alcohol had over him at the height of his TV career. "If the police came over to my house and said, 'If you drink tonight, we're going to take you to jail,' I'd start packing. I couldn't stop because the disease and the addiction is progressive, so it gets worse and worse as you grow older," he explained.
If the police came over to my house and said, "If you drink tonight, we're going to take you to jail," I'd start packing for jail.
Matthew Perry believed for a time that he could mask his struggles with his infectious humor and carry on, relying on the success of Friends to keep him going. But that didn't work out so well for him. Later, Matthew Perry managed to achieve sobriety in 2001, but he candidly shared in his 2022 memoir, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing, that he faced around 60 or 70 relapses over the years. This journey involved numerous stays in rehab facilities and some severe health issues, including a harrowing 5-month hospitalization in 2018 due to the complications of opioid overuse, with his colon rupturing. At one point during that hospital stay, his chances of survival were as low as 2%. However, Perry noted that, while his family held on to hope, he miraculously pulled through in the end. Former colleagues and friends have flooded their condolences to Matthew's parents and loved ones. His 5 Friends co-stars Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, and David Schwimmer did not speak out right away, but issued a joint statement on Monday to People magazine. "We are all so utterly devastated by the loss of Matthew. We were more than just castmates. We are a family," their statement reads. "There is so much to say, but right now we're going to take a moment to grieve and process this unfathomable loss. In time, we will say more, as and when we are able," they continue. "For now, our thoughts and our love are with Maddie's family, his friends, and everyone who loved him around the world." Also, Morgan Fairchild, who played Chandler's mom in the show, wrote, "I'm heartbroken about the untimely death of my son, Matthew Perry. The loss of such a brilliant young actor is a shock. I'm sending love and AMP, condolences to his friends and AMP family, especially his dad, John Bennett Perry, who I worked with on Flamingo Road and AMP Falcon Crest." Additionally, following his demise, Warner Bros. TV, which produced Friends, said in a statement about the beloved actor, "We are devastated by the passing of our dear friend Matthew Perry. Matthew was an incredibly gifted actor and an indelible part of the Warner Bros. Television Group family. The impact of his comedic genius was felt around the world, and his legacy will live on in the hearts of so many. This is a heartbreaking day, and we send our love to his family, his loved ones, and all of his devoted fans. Everyone who loves Matthew truly wishes to know why they lost one of their most cherished celebrities, and hopefully the investigation will find some answers. Till then, see you in the next video."